What up, YouTube? Y'all see the title of the video. I'm finna tell y'all what I learned about working a 9 to 5. It's not that bad, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what's wild? When I was 21, 22, focused on all the fast money, ladies and gentlemen, I used to look at 9 to 5 like it was the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? As in, you gonna be stuck. You know what I'm saying? And what I realized, and it took a little age for me to realize this, but it's like, people get stuck at jobs because they have a stuck mentality. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have a goal while you're working, ladies and gentlemen, I don't see you being stuck. Even if you're doing the same thing week after week after week, month after month after month, the things that is changing is your bank account. And that's all that matters, ladies and gentlemen, is your bank account changing, because eventually you will reach your goal. You will be able to buy your time back and be able to invest in some skills and be in a whole nother work field and potentially something that you actually want to do in life. But for the time being, ladies and gentlemen, when you really sit down and think about it, think about every day when you get off work and you make it to the crib and you laying in the bed before you go to sleep. I be talking to myself. I don't know about y'all, but every time I talk to myself in my mind, I'm like, that wasn't that bad. That's another day closer to reaching my goal. Every day you go to work and complete that shift is a day closer to you reaching your goal. Whether that's 30,000, 40,000, 20,000, that's a day closer to you reaching your goal. That's a day closer to you starting your business. That's a day closer for you, to take risks, you know what I'm saying, within yourself. You feel me? And I say all that to say this, ladies and gentlemen, because a lot of us, well, I can speak for myself. When I used to hear about people talking about a 9 to 5, they would always try to clown that person and be like, oh, they broke, X, Y, Z. But when you really think about it, it's like the 9 to 5 is the #1 way on how to make some money. When anybody turns a teenager and a young adult, what's the first thing they do, ladies and gentlemen? We get a job. You go to school for what? To get a good job. So the first thing we do to make some money is work. So once you realize that most of our parents was working, grandparents, great-great-grandparents was working, and a lot of them was getting poor wages, $1 an hour, I wouldn't be working. So just be grateful that we getting 17, 18, $20 an hour, because back then, ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't have been able to survive. You mean you gonna pay me 50 cents for an hour of my time? Nah. But my whole moral of this video, ladies and gentlemen, is just to teach y'all, and just not even teach y'all, just to put y'all on game and let y'all know that, bro, it's not that bad, bro. You know, let's talk about the perks. In my job, ladies and gentlemen, I get paid every week. I got something to do. I got something for 8 hours. Out of my 7 days a week, I got 4 days. And I got something to do for 4 days. I get paid every week. I work 32 hours. I'm by myself most of the time. I get to drive a company vehicle, get my mind right while I'm driving to these locations. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I got a steady paycheck coming. A reliable paycheck. A clean paycheck. I didn't have to slang nothing to nobody to get what I'm getting at the end of the week. If the police was to pull me over, I got a uniform on. You can call my supervisor, he can let you know everything good. You see what I'm saying? But I think that's just a adolescent's mindset, ladies and gentlemen, when we look down on a 9 to 5. When you really look at it, a 9 to 5 is step 1 of becoming a boss. A boss just don't go to the chairman and straight CEO suite. You start out as an employee first. Then you move up to supervisor. Then you might be shift lead. And y'all know what I'm saying. It's levels to this shit. But once we pass level 1, which is what I'm doing right now, or what you doing on the clock, then we go ahead and reach those other levels. But for right now, we gotta understand the only reason why it seemed like a waste of time and a failure is because we be so focused on what somebody else think of you working at your job, working at McDonald's, working at Taco Bell's. You so focused on what somebody looking at you. But in this economy right now, I don't think nobody looking at nobody no kind of way. You could be picking up trash on the side of the road and ain't nobody finna laugh at you. You know why? Because everybody know it's hard out here. Rent damn near $2,000 a month. You know, that's just for keeping a roof over your head. So that's damn near $25,000 a year just to keep a roof over your head. Ain't nobody laughing at you right now for whatever job you doing. And if they are laughing at you, just best believe that that person got mommy and daddy taking care of them, or somebody taking care of them. Because any person who's realistic in this economy, they not laughing at nobody. I don't care if you shining motherfuckers' shoes. Ain't nobody laughing at you. If anything, people are saluting people in this economy in 2026 for even having a job. A lot of y'all know people right now you went to school with, or probably at your mama house, grandma house, whoever you stand with. Some of y'all know people under that same roof you share a roof with that's bums, laying on their ass, swearing up and down there's no opportunity out here, but they not putting in no kind of work. You know what I'm saying? You put them on game, tell them to get on Indeed, but they only put in 5 applications and think they supposed to get 500 calls, 500 companies calling them for them to, you know, hire them, but they only put in 5 applications. Make it make sense. And you're gonna realize that the 9-to-5 life is temporary if you do what you're supposed to do. It's gonna be long term if you bullshit, wasting your time and wasting your money. See what I'm saying? Mash that like button, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all got any value from this video. And also, one I want to say is, the more you get used to going to work every day, being there early and shit like that, it get easier to keep going to work. I'm to a point in my life now, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes I be feeling down, don't want to work. Of course, y'all know how that go. But then I get motivated. I get these random bursts of motivation because I said this on another video. I feel like every shift I get done, every day I get done to work, that's a day closer to me having financial freedom. So that's how I look at it. And I think that's how we all should look at it. As long as you're not playing with your money, down the line, eventually you will be able to reach your goal. You won't be able to reach your goal if you're wasting your time and money. And what do I mean by wasting time and money? You get paid and you blow your check. And if you blow your check, you just wasted your fucking time. If you got $600 in a week for working 40 hours and you blew that, you might as well look at it like you just blew 40 hours of your life away that you will never get back. Appreciate y'all time, ladies and gentlemen. Comment down below what y'all think about this video. Mash that like button if y'all got any value from this video. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Appreciate y'all time.